Hannity, I think, was the next one, and he, surprise, surprise, adds nothing of value to anything. Per usual, I think he talks more about the redistricting fight. Oh, there was something in here. There was one good one
Safety and
here.
security for all its residents after deploying them as law enforcement in D.C. if they're command of the citizens
Blah,
of
blah,
this on
blah.
earth and look how
Oh,
as
that's not
our
Hannity.
capitalist city.
This one. This is what I was talking about. I don't know what the that means, but it's from the Heritage Foundation, so it doesn't mean anything. But he's just made. This is made up. That's not extrapolated from any data. It's just bullshit. I have no idea where that's coming from.
Even Chicago, Compton, and L.A. have a lower murder It was exit
Blah blah
London.
blah.
In the system,
Victim
Wait,
to do to make.
wait, wait. All right. Anyway, that's what we needed out of that one. Let's get back
Sure
here.
that these and we're going
I want.
to
How? They were saying.
I just need to see him talking about Zoran. Da-da-da. Oh, Gutfeld. I hate that Gutfeld. I don't know how he has a show. It's crazy to me. Oh, I skipped it. Where are we at now?
$2,300.
We'll get there. first, he's laughing so hard he's crying. If so, you can see that.
Their little temper tantrum trying to stall
Blah blah blah.
redistricting.
Redistricting.
All Marxist Mamdani brought to tears by Elizabeth.
I wish he was a Marxist. I love Mondani. Don't you worry. I am on his side. I think he shares a lot of my politics, but I'm to the left of anyone who could possibly run for office, at least with my stated beliefs. So
Elizabeth Warren, very touching.
here,
Take a look.
a tear, that single tear.
I was trying to hold in the cough and I started crying.
Oh, I thought you were just being tender.
I love this guy. How is this not a glazing? How is this video not glazing him? This makes him look great.
I bring this out in people. I really do.
Her, nah, medium.
Have some water.
That's what we need, a crybaby mayor in New York City.
Like, that video in no way makes it look like he's a crybaby or sensitive. I don't understand where he's getting these clips, but it doesn't really matter because in the next 30 seconds, you're going to see what made me right. Hannity's brain is going the way of Biden's on live TV. I don't.
And coming up,
just watch.
Why is Marxist Mamdani in a cheap $2,300? Understand, in New York, $2,300 is nothing. It's a New York apartment, rent stabilized. That is designed for working class people and poor people.
Hannity needs to understand that our representatives should be working class people. His idea that just everyone who runs for office needs to be an oligarch is gross and telling. But that's not the part that makes me think his brain is falling apart. This switch up is crazy.
Preview New York City's dark future with this aspiring rapper turned Marxist hero at the helm. And like many communists, ultra wealthy, Zoran Mamdani is living the good life while taking resources away from people that really need it.
How is that? How is that coherent? I don't understand. I need help. Like, he's a poor person living in a $2,300 rent stabilized apartment, which, by the way, is more expensive than this apartment that I'm filming from. But we're in New York, so I bet it is smaller. He's in New York. I am not. So I bet it is smaller. But how the do we go directly from that is for the working class and the poor to he is extremely wealthy and living the good life? Like, I don't get it. This guy is an idiot. And he looks like he thinks he's making a point.
Tonight, that is our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. We will give you news and information. I promise you'll never get from the state-run.
Yeah, I don't know. So there's that. I'm gonna pull up a quick guy I got over here because I have two more things out of this. But first off, I want to pull this guy up. This.
Yeah, it never ends, but it's so lazy to just constantly make fun of women for how they look. Only the liberals and the extremists do that.
That's just the most insane statement she could possibly make, right? Only liberals and extremists do that. Okay, well, here's somebody on the same show right here. Let's go with this.
Lighting. Population in D.C. only Mexican, Chinese. Meanwhile, everybody agrees her face should be banned from places with good lighting.
Yep. Only the liberals and extremists do that, right? Only the liberals and the extremists make fun of women for
They're
their
like a hot
looks.
chick who got old and no longer gets the love she once did. But enough about Selena Gomez.
Oh, wild how that happens, huh? It's the dude on the same show that I pulled the other clip from. It's it's asinine. They have no self-awareness. It's the dumbest thing in the world. I cannot cannot wrap my head around how people think that any of this is coherent or good messaging or whatever. I really hope it's all just about owning the libs and
Hi. So what made you?
this level of intellectual dishonesty, but I'm scared it's the dishonesty. Okay, so I haven't watched this yet. We're just gonna do this one together, and we're gonna run
Decide
through it.
to not defund the police. What made you? Okay. Vulnerable people.
Our very own Nicole Parker.
So let's see. Is he going to defund the police? Let's go. Will Zora Mom Downey defund the police? Based on recent statements, as of July and August 2025, Zohran Mamdani does not plan to defund the New York Police Department. He has stated that he is not running to defund the police and intends to keep NYPD's headcount at its current level. That's just the AI wrap up. I'm sure there's some other stuff going on in here. But Politico, Democratic Socialist, spent his political career criticizing the New York Police Department. But anyway, the police reform is not what he ran on. I understand that it's not his main concern. He wants to freeze the rent, he wants to make the buses fast and free, and he wants to attack the grocery store problem and the food desert problem. So I think that if there's any reason he's not talking about defunding the police, it's because his focuses are on those three things, which he ran on and which is consistent.
Caught up with New York City's radical mayoral candidate Marxist Mamdani outside of a campaign event.
Marxist Mamdani is a great nickname. I just wish it were true.
3 questions in and got an answer. Mamdani did eventually answer several of the questions, which is kind of good news. After getting heckled by locals, we're going to bring you the full exchange. That's straight ahead, that exclusive tape. Plus, like a clown in a circus, Beto.
Can you imagine what he would be saying if Democrats were interrupting a press conference yelling, F you, fuck you? You don't have to imagine it. I'm positive we can roll this back less than a week and we'll find something about him saying, oh, well, Democrats don't respect the rules. Democrats don't respect law and order. And right before, the Republicans just start shouting people down and doing exactly that. And again, elect a felon president and then claim to be about law and order.
Oh, Bozo O'Rourke is desperate for attention yet again. Take a look.
We're in a basketball game right now, if you'll excuse the metaphor, where the refs have left the arena. And the other side is just clobbering at us, just punching us in the face, kicking us in the nuts, and we're kind of throwing our
He played the same clip on the other one. We didn't watch it, but on the previous one, he played the exact same clip. And through watching way more of these than I ever would have liked to, I've noticed a trend of that. They really do love to just play the same over and over. And I know it's part of the propaganda machine to just hammer these things into their base's head, but it's crazy. They don't have shit to talk about. They all pick the same 3 stories and just harp on them over and over and over and make up the same bullshit and the same mostly made up talking points.
hands up.
Meanwhile, fellow politician Stacey Abrams, she has a big new gig at Harvard. The university is calling the 2-time loser a political mastermind. If she was such a mastermind, why didn't she win? Anyway, as you can tell, the Democratic Party, not in great shape. It's run by radicals. But Illinois, power.
If the Democrat Party was run by radicals, I would consider myself a part of it. This idea they're constantly hammering home that the establishment Democrats, who are like a foot or two to the left of them, like barely registering as centrists at this point, are extremists, and it's the only way that they can possibly delegitimize the actual views of most of the people on the left, which have obviously way outpaced the speed at which the establishment left is willing to move that direction.
Hungary Governor J.B. Pritzker is struggling to come to grips with reality. Take a look at this.
Yes, winning elections is partly about messaging and strategy, but it's mostly
Also, you can call a failure all she wants, but anyone else would call getting a job at Harvard pretty cool.
about values and delivering on them, and our values are exactly where they ought to be. So it's time to stop apologizing when we're not wrong.
Don't change at all. Listen to the governor of Illinois. Those values are right where they need to be to lose every election. Government funded, taxpayer funded transgender surgery, gender affirming care for kids, higher taxes, open borders, get out of jail free cards for violent felons, repeat offenders, defund, dismantle, no bail laws.
Well, until he started lying about a bunch of policies that don't exist. He did have a point that, yeah, if the Democratic Party maintains its current trajectory, it will lose every election. Like, why the vote for the diet Republicans? As long as they're still fully in the pockets of all their corporate donors, getting funded by largely the same people who are funding the other side, and are still protecting Israel and protecting capital owners and billionaires, yeah, there's no fucking reason for anybody to vote for Democrats. I don't understand why they think they can just be the shittier version of Republicans, and by I mean worse, I just mean less functional version of Republicans, and then like pull the votes of people who hate everything the Republicans are doing. We're not going to address the list of fake policies he put up.
How's it all working out? How's woke working out? And anyway, the most liberal city in America, our nation's capital, we know that's a dumpster fire. It's one of the most violent places on the planet. You look at the entire planet Earth.
You see what I mean about just the same all over and over and over?
And the number one capital with the highest homicide rate is Washington, D.C., higher than other major capitals around the world. But many on the left are now pretending that it's perfectly safe. It's not.
Leaving a complete
lives, prolonged suffering.
He's leaving a lot of cities off that list. When I looked this up, it said that there were 49 cities and there were at least 49 cities that you could easily find with higher murder rates and higher violent crime rates. He's just selecting a few so that he can make D.C. look awful.
Or the glaring problems in America's capital city, because for them, nothing is more important than hating Donald Trump. Every second, minute, hour of every day. At this point, the left has become so deranged that even members of the legacy media mob that are usually, running point for them, they're desperately trying to steer them back on track with just a gentle dose of reality. Take a look.
I live in Washington. This is personal for me. Many people are frustrated with crime that we see, particularly committed by juveniles in the city of Washington. People are frustrated, Willie, that when they go to CVS to buy deodorant, that they have to get it from behind locked plexiglass.
This is what I mean. Like, why the would anyone vote for the Democrats? They are just pushing the same bullshit that the Republicans are pushing and trying to act like they're morally superior when they run a lot of the same bullshit. And towards the end of the last election, even Biden and Kamala and the other establishment Democrats had just conceded that all immigrants are criminals and that we need to do something about immigrant crime, when they did not have to give up that point because it's true. Everybody knows, it's been beaten to death. We've quoted the statistic over and over and over that immigrants commit, on average, less crimes than natural-born citizens. And that's just a fact. It has been corroborated. We have looked at the studies. People have tried to break the studies. They are just true. And Democrats just gave up on that point. They just gave that over to them. So why the hell would anyone vote for the Democrats when they're like, hey, we're wrong about this thing the Republicans have been saying the whole time? It's a terrible losing strategy, and this idea that we're now going to give up on crime and say, oh, actually, they're right. All the crime statistics are bull, and crime is actually super high. We're just bending over for them. It's insane.
Now, you have people on both fake news, CNN, MSDNC. They are now openly worried. The Democrats, blinded by never-ending anti-Trump rage, have once again picked the wrong side of an important issue. They seem to do that daily. Take a look.
I can't tell you how profoundly stupid it is for Democrats to get up with their facts and their figures and their charts and their graphs and say, look, you're safe. Can't you read this chart, idiots? Why are you complaining? I'm showing you right here how safe you are, so shut up and move along. I don't have to tell you how profoundly stupid that is because voters told you how profoundly stupid that was in 20.
No, voters told you how profoundly stupid it was to continue supporting a genocide in Gaza. That is why you lost, because Kamala Harris didn't look any different from the Republicans in any meaningful ways. She did a bunch of messaging, she did a bunch of shouting down the Republicans, but she didn't reach out to the people who are scared and worried about people in Gaza and about their income and about income disparity and about billionaires not getting taxed enough and about billionaires getting away with, pedophilia rings and things like that. The Democrats have not meaningfully separated themselves from the Republicans in this space, and that's what's going wrong.
2024.
You can't keep saying violent crime is down, but the murder rate's up. To the average person, the murder rate's about life and death. You don't brag about a rising murder rate. And the Democrats...
The murder rate's not up.
I agree with you, Megan. They're falling into the trap of defending what's indefensible.
It's a trap.